Hi everyone, this is my China license which I only get it for half years, and here is the translated version of it for free by a third-party company, not any government or organization. So you can see inside it is like different languages in there. It's not like the international driving license that you can apply with your Hong Kong license. I'm so curious, is this box really works? Hi everyone, I'm in Australia right now, doing a road trip with my family. Look at this stunning campsite and the stunning view next to the seaside. What size of car can you rent? With the license, can you rent a small car only? Or we can rent a larger size of car like this camper car? In today's video, I'm going to take you inside a camper car and show you how interesting it can be to live in one. By the way, if you have a Hong Kong driving license, an international license, or a Chinese driving license for small vehicles, you might be wondering if it's possible to rent a larger sized camper car in Australia. Well, let me tell you about the procedure and the potential cost involved. Such a beautiful weather today in Brisbane, and it was totally my first time to drive the camper van, and I'm so looking forward to it. I wonder if a larger van is actually more difficult to drive on, and then I just so scared that I would flip the car. Hopefully not. Touch wood. Yeah, thank you. Hi there. Yay, Easter egg. Happy Easter holiday. You got the Easter egg. Yeah, you got the egg.
Yeah.
This is our first time doing camper fan thing.
Yeah.
So cool, but we didn't
Now I'll go like after we go over the contract.
In this road trip, we are going from Brisbane to Sydney in 6 days. We have rented a camper van through the Juicy website, and it's costing us around 230 Australian dollars per day. This is our car. Look at this. Yay. And we are going to do some cross tracking here. But our insurance should cover also, no worries about it. I'm just so excited about it. Let's see. At the front, we have the driver's seat. So going through the driver's seat, it is virtually very spacious here. So you can see even between two seats, it's solely enough for me to stand in between. And it's so large. Here's the driving seats. I think this design must be pretty old because they still use micro SD card for storage, and I don't think they can be connected through Bluetooth. At least you can have radio on. Personally, I really like physical button rather than touch screen because so you can touch and feel rather than really have to look at it. Coming from the driver's seat, right behind it, we have got a cozy sofa and a table that can actually be turned into our first bed. Moving along, we'll come across the kitchen area and the restroom. Guess what? There's another table and sofa space where we can convert it into our second bed. How cool is that? It's like having multiple functional areas in this camper to make the most out of our space. The last bed here. The first space you need to pull this stair out. Let's see, come we go. My bed tonight in here. Pretty high from the ground level. Let's have a look on the cupboard, see what they provided. Ooh, they have a toast bar and a keto. Wow, they have this coffee machine. I never know how to use this one. I only saw my friend use it once. The cupboard below, let's have all the utensils are here. Microwave here. Many of the bowls. And of course, they have pans and more pans. And with everything above, here's come the most important thing, the stove. And I guess will be accessible in the outside of the car. And next to the stove, we have a refrigerator here. But I also feel like if it is not plugged up with electricity, actually it is not cold enough. Let me show you the bathroom. So the bathroom, it's not like very huge, but they have everything. But just one point to note, so for this toilet, actually when you sit here, it's almost impossible to close the door. Hey, wash my hand first. Shower area. As you can see, the size here is enough for me, and I can touch the area here. Let me know in the comment box below if you want to know more about the full road trip experience in Australia. On this trip, I'm with an experienced driver who has an international driver's license. He was able to rent a car using his private car license from Hong Kong. So, what about me? As I mentioned earlier, I only have this half-year China license with a translation book by a third-party company. I'm so curious, is it really gonna work?
A few moments later.
Yay, it works. Can't believe this third-party translation book actually works. I mean, I was able to rent this camper van even with this size. It's the car with the largest rear-view mirror I have ever drove. I mean, it's so big that it's extended a bit from the car body. And guess what? It even has two mirrors. You can see here the one below has a wider angles and allows you to see more of the lower image. But to be honest, it's a bit challenging for me to rush and estimate the end of the van.
未送，依家送埋。Nice。
揸起嚟好似差唔多。
麻花啲呢邊，因為兩條雙線有車咁就有車，係高咯。你喺高速嗰時啲車過，你會咁樣咯。
打就得啦。
前啲先，前啲，再前啲，再前啲。
因為遇到呢個。
再前啲，可以開始轉啦。得啦，回直，有對頭車，直就得啦。
我好驚啊！原來有對頭車都幾驚啊，真係好逼咯。即係比平時私家車，因為佢太闊咧，我好埋啊嗰邊。
得啦，依家攞翻正。
Okay, let's go。
同埋佢咪闊啲啊架車，佢好似咁埋啦，我先撞到邊。
之後轉翻右邊，即係轉嗰邊出翻嚟。
就俾翻你啦，係咪啊？
唔係，轉到出路口先咯。
你冇想快啲俾翻佢啊！
遲啲，咁多啲。
哇！
回睇，快啲回。
回睇。
係啦，已經過晒線㗎啦。如果喺出邊加油，你冇信心就可以喺度。
係啊，我即刻想俾翻。It was truly amazing experience driving such a large camper van for the first time of my life. It was a bit more difficult to handle than I expected, especially when it comes to making turns and encountering cars from the opposite lane. The size of the van is so wide that it makes the road seem narrower to drive. Luckily, I had an experienced driver with me. It was so much fun going on a road trip with my family using a camper van. Let me know if you're interested in hearing more about our road trip.